It's the 22nd of October 2018, and just a little bit about myself. I was born in Lewisham Hospital on the 27th of September 1968. My Frank and Kath Trower, lived at Stillness Rose, Forest Hill, which is in London, SE23, and I stayed with my grandparents as a baby for a little while, I believe, and then we moved to a flat in Bishopsthorpe Road, which is in Sydenham, SE26. And then when my sister Amanda was born in 1977, we moved to a masonette in Hazel Grove, number 17 Hazel Grove, Sydenham, SE26. So that is my history. I'm 50. I lived in London till I was about 16. Then my parents moved to Chatham in Kent because my dad bought a house down here. Then I married my husband Dave and moved to Gloucestershire, and I lived in Gloucester for 22 years. And I moved back down to Chatham in 2008, and I've stayed here ever since at 6 Lansdowne Court. Prior to that, 55 Victoria Road with my parents. My dad sold his house, and my mum and dad live in a flat of their own at the Upper Luton part of Chatham. Now, my grandad, Frank Trower, died in 1988, and as you know, I have written about 10-12 diaries over the years. Well, I follow my grandfather Frank, who he's dead. He had angina and heart trouble, and he died. My nan Kath lived till she was 92, and she died, and she was in a home at Birchington-on-Sea, which is in Kent. This is my granddad's diary from 1977, the only one that I've managed to save. And he wrote a diary like myself, a bit smaller, and it was in fountain pen ink in 1977. I just wanted to read a couple of excerpts from October, because it's October. So if we go to the 22nd of October 1977, it was a Saturday in 1977, and Grandad's put, I met Kath at Faversham Road Jumble. When Kath phoned Derek is my father, at evening, she learned that he went to school on Monday and was given instant dismissal from the Express Dairy on Tuesday. My dad was a milkman for a while. Painted Mr. Liddon's end of conservatory. Kath met Derek and Genestra, that's me, 1977, and learned that Derek had given some information on his application form. So you've got references to Jennifer, my mum, going to Maudsley Hospital, which is a mental health hospital in London. You've got references to me, Genester, because Grandad spelt it wrong. He spelt it Jenester. Going to the dentist in 1977. You've got references to Amanda, my sister, swearing, and in 1977 my sister was about 2 years old, and there's references to Amanda swearing in here. Grandad used to go to Deptford Library to exchange books. He used to go swimming, my grandfather did. He was always on his feet. They never had a car. They went by train or bus or on their feet. My nan had a bandage round her leg. She had phlebitis in her leg. She just kept going and lived till 92. I just one more. 31st of August 1977, which was a Wednesday. Derek, again that's my father, called early this morning to borrow a plastic bucket and cleaning liquid. He was on his way to work. Derek called again in the afternoon and stayed until 4:30 before going home. I travelled to Blackfriars on the 1610. Bert Bentley was in charge of a class of 4, and he used his own slide projector to show slides of the IMS electrical systems. I made 2 drawings in my drawing book. It seems that the Monday classes have been closed and are now meeting on Wednesdays. Harold's relatives returned to Australia today. Harold Liddon was my granddad's neighbour. Grandad had his own house at 83 Stillness Road. They had no car and they lived in relative poverty. I can't remember any extravagances at all. Grandad did pay for me for a school trip to go to Bude in Cornwall. I went to St Michael's School in Champions Crescent, Sydenham, SE26, until I was 11, and Grandad paid for me, put some money into a post office account for me to go to a trip to Bude with the school. I left London and I saw my grandparents on and off, but unfortunately I was in Gloucester when Grandad died, and when my grandmother Kath died I hadn't seen them very much, so I didn't see my grandma Kath down in Chatham when Grandad passed away. It's all very sad, because as you know I lost my sister to multiple sclerosis in 2011, and I'd never seen her down here either. She died at 36, and basically I hadn't seen her since she was 18. I hadn't seen her for 18 years. I came down here and trying to get my brother-in-law, Stephen Arnold, to show me my sister was like getting blood out of a stone. He kept making excuses, and unfortunately I never saw her. The last time I saw my sister was in the Chapel of Rest, and she passed away, and I cried my heart out. I didn't recognise my sister. It was horrible for me. I love my sister. I tried to keep in touch with my sister, but when she married Steve, all the communication from my sister stopped. All the letters, she stopped writing to me once she got married, and it was nothing to do with me. My sister was a kind before she met Steve. She used to send me Madonna badges and tape recordings of her speaking, but when she got married that all stopped and I got cut off from my sister. I'm the only surviving child out of 3 born to my parents, so I've got no brothers and sisters to go and have a chat to, and my mum's family completely ignore me. They don't send me cards, they don't speak to me. So all my uncles and aunts are ignoring me. Um, so all I've got is my mum and my dad, and that's it down here. But I'm coping.